Hey guys, it's Kelly again. um, I got a request in the group from one of our new members to talk about being too much of a pushover. She said that her son was, she's raising a son and he's not so good at standing up for himself and getting walked on a lot. And this is something that both strong women and nice guys actually have in common, is this inability to stand up for ourselves. The strong women will eventually bash you over the head if you push them too far, but the nice guys tend to cave and get walked on a lot. So I just want to talk about it from a general sort of conceptual process, right? Because when you are, hey Jessica, when you are dealing with this idea of standing up for yourself and having backbone, it's really all about boundaries, right? It's about setting and holding really solid boundaries. And, you know, sometimes we will set the boundary, but then not do so well at holding it. And, you know, when you go to try and change it, oftentimes people will get pissy at you and they will just keep pushing and pushing and pushing until you have to explode in their face, because for years and years and years you trained them that you will do it, even if you say you won't. So I want to give you an example of what that might look like. So let's say you're working in an office and a fellow employee walks up and says, hey, I have to leave early. You need to finish all this work. And you say, nope, can't do it. I got too much on my own plate and there's no way I'm gonna get it done. You're gonna have to find somebody else. And they go, well, I'm sure you'll figure it out. And they leave it on your desk and they walk away. You have two options at that point. You can not do it as you said that you were not going to do, or you can cave and go and do it, right? And you know, the challenge comes in that, you know, oh my God, we feel like they're gonna hate me, or I'm gonna get in trouble, or whatever, you know. And the truth is that you told the person that you did not have time to do it. You told them that you were not gonna get to it. You told them they needed to find somebody else to do it, and they didn't. And so, you know, if you're not gonna do it, you should go to the boss and say, hey, so-and-so just dropped this on my desk and left. After I told her I couldn't do it, she dropped it on my desk and left. And I do not have time to get it done. So here, Mr. and Ms. Boss, this is your responsibility now, because she just abandoned it on my desk and did not get buy-in from me to get it done. And so, you know, I don't want you to get in trouble for it not getting done, but I want to be really clear, I don't have the time. And so, you know, that's the sort of thing that a reinforced boundary looks like, is that. And so, you know, you turn her into the boss for abandoning stuff on your desk, she's going to get in trouble for that. And she will not do it again in the future, probably, right? And if you have a boss who's going to look at you and just say, do it anyway, then, you know, you should probably leave it on your desk and, you know, not let it get done, right? Because otherwise it's going to reinforce her behavior again, right? And if it doesn't get done, you know, you actually don't leave it on your desk, put it back on her desk. And when it doesn't get done, you know, she'll say, well, I gave it to so-and-so to get it done. It's like, and I told you I couldn't do it. So put it back on your desk, because I figured you would do it, because I told you I couldn't. It's very simple. So not my challenge, right? So these are the sorts of things that happen, right? But we go into this people-pleasing mode, right? We go into this, oh, everybody's gonna love me, everybody's gonna think well of me, you know, they're gonna call me a bad person or tell me I'm selfish or whatever, right? And that's where we fall apart, is in this need to make everybody happy, and in this need to, you know, feel like we're good enough, right? And so the thing that I want you to think about in this is, you know, what is it that is underneath it for you, right? That's what you have to look at, is what's underneath it. What is causing you to cave every time? What's the fear? And then face the fear, right? Because that's really what it comes down to with things around boundaries. Now, there is one more piece that I want to mention before I am done on this call, and that is that oftentimes we have problems with boundaries, especially if it's around somebody else's feelings, right? Because we're empaths, okay? And so an empath feels what other people feel. So worst thing you can do to an empath is put them in a position where they have to hurt somebody else's feelings, because then they get to feel bad that they hurt the other person's feelings, and they get to feel the other person's hurt feelings at the same time. Oh, happy joy. Aren't we excited, right? And this is the case. And so things like breaking up with people or telling people you're not attracted to them after they've expressed interest, all of this stuff is very hard for an empath because we feel the other person's stuff, right? And there is a solution to that too. It's an energetic process, but you know, it's a process that you do to shift the way you hold your energy to fix that. But the feeling run over by other people's strong emotions, especially feelings of hurt that you caused, really makes it difficult to get anything done in terms of being able to set your boundaries in a way that is going to hurt somebody else's feelings. So addressing the empath issue, being able to reinforce your boundaries even if somebody is being obnoxious about them. I've actually, one of my favorite phrases these days is, what part of the word no did you not understand? There's actually a really lovely book called, oh God, never mind, because I can't remember the title of the book. I'm having a senior moment and I ain't even a senior yet. I got nothing. If you read books on negotiations, you can talk, that'll give you a little bit more idea about how that works, but they're a little off topic, so maybe not. But the saying no thing, here's one rule for saying no that I'll give you, which is do not explain your no. Just say no. Don't say, oh, well, I'm sorry, I can't because blah, 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 because then they're going to go into problem-solving mode to help you solve your problem so that you can say yes to their problem. Don't do that. Every explanation, every apology that you give for saying no just weakens your no. Just say, nope, I can't do it. Nope, not going to do it. And just be solid on it, because every time you give anything of that nature, you're going to find somebody who's going to try and talk you out of your no. Okay? All right, so hopefully this helped, and I'll talk to you guys on the next call. If you need something that's a little more in-depth, if you need help figuring out how not to be an empath, or rather how to control your empathic abilities, because you're always going to be an empath, let's be honest, but how to control your empathic abilities so that you don't feel run over by other people's emotions and things like that, by all means, give me a shout. You can either private message me, or you could actually set up a time to do a breakthrough call with me, and I'll put the link on the bottom here so that you have that. There we go. And give me a shout if you have questions or anything like that. Okay? Thanks for coming out, guys. We'll see you in a couple of days. Bye.